Okay, so what is T2B? Really? Let's break it down. The official description is a hyperlocal inventory lifecycle engine. Now that sounds pretty technical, but the idea is actually super simple. Hyperlocal just means it's focused right in your immediate neighborhood, and lifecycle engine means it actively manages a product's journey from the shelf to a shopping bag, making sure it gets sold, not wasted.
So how does all this kick off? It all starts with getting a product from a real-life shelf into the digital system. And it's got to be dead simple. A retailer just zaps the barcode. Boom! Instantly, the system knows the product's name, how many are in stock, where it is, its price, and its expiration date. From shelf to server in literally a second.
Okay, so the product is scanned, the data is in the system, and this is where the real magic happens. See, this isn't just some basic app for listing stuff. T2B is powered by a core algorithm, the brains of the operation, that knows the perfect moment to start a sale and the perfect price to sell it at.
You can think of the whole thing as a super simple three-step dance. First, the retailer puts the info in with that scan. Second, the algorithm does its number crunching. And third, the system pushes the offer out for sale. But, and here's the really cool part, it pushes it to two completely different markets at the exact same time.
See, the secret sauce here is all about the timing. The system doesn't just wait until the day before a product expires. No way. It uses this formula to calculate an optimized sales window. It looks at the product's entire lifespan, not just the end date. This means it's proactive, not reactive. It gets ahead of the problem.
All right, so the system knows when to pull the trigger on a sale. But what about the price tag? Well, the second that sales window opens, the price drops. And from that moment on, this dynamic price decay algorithm kicks in, which basically just mathematically lowers the price bit by bit as the clock ticks down. It creates this real, totally calculated sense of urgency for you, the buyer.
Okay, so we've got the timing, we've got the price, but now we're going to talk about what might just be the most genius part of this whole setup. It's one-of-a-kind parallel distribution model. And this, right here, is where T2B gets really clever. It's not a one-way street. The instant a product goes on sale, the engine offers it to two different groups at once. It goes out to regular folks like you and me, that's business to consumer, or B2C, and it also goes out to other local store owners, that's business to business, or B2B. The first one to bite, doesn't matter if it's a shopper or another shop, gets it.
So let's paint a picture of what this actually looks like. On the left, that's what you'd see as a consumer. It's all about that deal, right? The big discount, the countdown timer creating urgency. But on the right, that's the B2B view. Another shop owner sees that same product not as a deal, but as a chance to restock something they're running low on at a fantastic price.
So you can really see the two different worlds here, right? For us consumers, the goal is simple: find a great deal. For merchants, it's about clearing out extra stock or maybe filling a gap on their own shelves. The volume's different. We might buy one item, they might buy a case. Even the app looks different. We get timers and discounts, they get trade info. It's two totally unique solutions, all powered by the same smart engine.
All right, we've talked about the brains of the operation, the whole logic behind it. Now let's get into what it's actually like to use this thing in your pocket, whether you're the one hunting for a deal or the shop owner trying to manage inventory.
And this is the heart of it all for the shopper, the inventory radar. It gives you a live visual map of every single deal that's happening within a 2-kilometer radius of where you are right now. This isn't about ordering something from across the country. It's about what you can literally walk to and pick up in the next 10 minutes.
And the best part? You're in the driver's seat. You're not just getting hit with a flood of random offers. You can search for something specific, you can filter by product type, or you could even say, hey, just show me all the deals at my favorite corner store. It's all about personalizing how you find stuff.
Okay, now let's flip over to the retailer's side of things. Their dashboard is designed to be super clean and simple, no headaches. In just a few seconds, they can see what's selling, how much money they've made today, and with just one tap, they can jump right into that B2B marketplace to either sell off their extra stock or find something they need.
And this is their secret weapon, the B2B supply hub. From here, a merchant can see all the extra inventory available in bulk from other stores nearby. So if one store has way too much butter and another one is running low, they can make a deal right there. It helps balance out the inventory across the entire neighborhood. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We've seen the tech, we've seen the app, but what's the big idea here? What's the business model? And, what's the philosophy that's really driving all of this?
Well, the business model itself is actually pretty smart.
It's targeting places like Tier 2 and 3 cities where local shops are everything and people are always on the hunt for value. The company makes money by letting retailers pay for sponsored search results. And the bigger vision? To eventually become the main local supplier for hotels, restaurants, and cafes.
You know, when you boil it all down, there's a really powerful idea driving this whole thing. And this quote says it all. Information is wealth. T2B turns invisible local data into instant liquid capital. It's about taking something nobody could even see before, the status of some random product on a shelf, and turning it into real, actual value for everyone, right now.
So yeah, T2B is designed to find this invisible value in stuff that's about to expire. But it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What other hidden value is sitting all around us, in plain sight, right in our own neighborhoods, just waiting for the right idea to come along and unlock it?